Welcome back to PresCo. I'm the BiznessPres, and I'm bringing to you the Daily Trend 2.0. Been in a pretty big bear market. Honestly, I was not expecting this. The way the market was analysed before, we were supposed to get what we were supposed to get, the blow-off top, the wave 5, etc., etc. What we got was a complete change in macroeconomics, and I'm sure you've seen it by now. The inflation's ridiculous, cost of living's gone up, ridiculous. We're pretty much in an everything bubble. The only thing that have popped so far is crypto. The valuations before at 5 to 10x returns, they were there. They're still there now at those price levels. The thing is, we've just got an 80% correction in Bitcoin, which means 5x was wiped out, which means from now to get back to where we were, 20 to about 60, 70, it's a 3x, just to get back to where we were. And everyone's still predicting the 100k, a million. It depends if the dollar becomes worthless. Right now, it's been on a rampage. Everyone's been scared, leaving everything going into the dollar. The foreign exchange markets, everything's been smashed. And that's it there. That's what you get to follow by watching this channel. It's my market analysis, my research, my strategies. So with all that being said, let's have a look at where we are right now in the market. Looking at Bitcoin. First of all, I want to show you an important chart, very, very important chart that I've made here, explaining what's going on at these pivotal points in time. This is Bitcoin at the inception, owned the market, it's 90% of it, and it dropped to about 35%. Then it started to regain its strength through the bear market. And on this first pullback, this is where I start to enter for the first time. This is where I get my feet wet. It's where I start to learn and go down the rabbit hole. It's very important that you invest before learning. Because I had a fair bit of money in there. I was willing to lose it, which you always should be. Without that much money, going through the excitement, the fear, the greed, the emotions of the market, you've got no idea until it happens. Alright, so begins our crypto journey with this bull run. Okay, Bitcoin starts its first pullback, but it's still going up. It's at this stage where it forms the rising wedge. And it's at this stage where alts are going absolutely nuts. So retail's coming into Bitcoin, they're soaking up the liquidity, the smart money selling their Bitcoin or swapping it, moving out for alts. That's why alts perform so well. Then we've got the mania, the complete psychological market cycle top. Everyone is talking about it. Your actresses, your actresses and actors, your athletes. Then bloody Elon Musk comes out and starts tweeting. But guys, it's not Elon Musk. It's the US dollar. And those that control it with supply, demand, and their policies. And then this, at the bottom of this chart, is where everything peaked. Everything peaked. And then the big pullback, everything started happening from there. I'm not going to get into it because this is logged on the Discord, which links are in the description below. The point is, we're at a key pivotal time right now. We're at the bottom of this channel. We can do two things. We can go up or we can go down. If we go up, what happened last time we were here and bounced? Alts peaked. And then we come up to the top and they bottomed. But what if What's the crypto market doing right now after 80% off Bitcoin, 90% off altcoins? Well, it's like bottomed. We're looking at bottoms or lows. Maybe not bottoms, just call them lows. So chances are we're going to break this line. We're going to enter altcoin season. And if we do, see some extreme volatility in a very fast amount of time. And that's the Bitcoin dominance. We can look at ETH dominance, XRP dominance, all of that. But we're just quickly going to look at the rest of the market. Show you that there's not much updates other than we've come down a lot. The last pullback was significant. Caught a lot of people out thinking it was a rally, bull market's back on, but it's not. And now we're testing these lows again. It's bringing up the indicators on the MACD. You can see we got a double bottom here. We push through the 50s. Okay, so on the third test of this trend line, indicators are pushing up. And we got to move up. And then we spent 3 moves sideways and then come down. Sideways, up, sideways, down. Okay, that's how the market works. Up, down, sideways. Looking at the RSI, the momentum and strength indicator, we see we were red for a long time. We pulled back. We didn't really gain much strength. Momentum on the bullish side kind of peaked. It's not very high. And then we sold off again. Now we're starting to cool off, which shows me this bottom might hold. Not a lot of strength to the bulls. The bears at any time could gain momentum and push us further down. That's day to day. What's been happening over the past few weeks, very simple. We've been going down. Okay, we've got the divergence, the first lower low, first lower high, a breakdown, a retest, and bearish continuation. Very simple, we can read it all from green to red. On the MACD, we can see that. Okay, we've got a big peak, pull back, build strength, lower peak. Okay, we hit resistance. We come down, we're in bearish territory now, even though these columns are red. When these lines cross this neutral zone, we are bearish. When we come up and got rejected, it's bearish confirmed. At the same time that we got rejected at 50, at the same time that the moving averages are flipped and we're rejecting them. And then of course we've seen our big sell-off. So whether that's enough, whether that's one and done, I'm not sure. We can still go lower. Absolutely, we can still go lower. If we have a quick look at this right now, from high to low to the pullback, we can go a bit lower at the start of the previous bull market. But we're also on support. Alright, that's Bitcoin, that's the leader of the market. Ethereum, pretty much done the same thing. There's giant head and shoulders that pretty much broke down, and that's the move. We can measure that from there to there, the pullback from there to there. That's pretty much bang on. I'd say ETH is done with the bearish move. We can still pull back, and this will just bring us great buying opportunities. There's still a 35% pullback, and guys, we might not be done there. We still come down to the bottoms previous bear market and still have an 86% correction, which is why we'll look at the indicators. Okay, trending, double top, rejection, bearish. Okay, if these continue to go up, we're not bullish yet until we've crossed the midline, in which we'll get above the moving averages, we'll pull back to them, we'll bounce off of them, everything will start looking bullish again. Looking at the RSI, momentum. Okay, we've had our peaks. This is a great time to buy. This is a great time to sell. This is our first lower low. This is our rejection. Confirmed by the moving averages. They haven't flipped yet. That's lagging. Moving averages are lagging. Okay? MACD is lagging. RSI is leading. So when we start to get divergence and pick up, then we can see what we want to see in terms of bullishness. That's on the weekly. So let's zoom in. What else can we see? Alright. Come down here. We've established lows, just like Bitcoin. We broke out. We come into this range. And we could argue we made a higher high. Either way, if you look at momentum, we've tagged green. We've come into this positive territory. Okay, and we're in the pullback zone. So what we could literally see right now from Ethereum is a head and shoulders play out on the RSI. Once we break this neckline back into positive territory, we see the RSI go green. We saw all the trending indicators go green. That tells us that we're going to break out of resistance. This low is going to form. And when this is a head and shoulders, usually this is a double bottom. It may come down lower, get wicked out, close and build that support here. And then if it breaks out, we flip bullish, it's gone. It's gone, and that's a lot. That's a lot. We can see 20% back to the top, 80% back to this range, 50 to the bottom, 100 to the top. It's a big move. It's a big move. Crypto's volatile. But looking at this pattern, okay, we made this range, we broke out, retested, pushed up, but now we've got a neckline here. That's a shoulder, a head, a shoulder. And now we're under the moving averages. So this support has to hold, otherwise we could definitely be seeing a big push down 20-30%. And that's not a bad thing either. It's got cash on the sidelines. There's some cheap crypto. That's ETH at $1,000. Imagine back at $3,000 and $4,000, knowing that you could buy ETH for $1,000. Surely you'd sell some, surely you'd wait, surely you'd save some money. 1,500 to 2 grand is not far off, but $1,000 ETH, I'd buy that. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. We're still bearish. We could continue bearish. We don't know yet. This is just starting to cross back up. So if this does, this already has broken the red line. If we pull back, bounce, if we pretty much continue up and break through the midline, this support's going to hold. We're going to break this resistance. We've got to continue bullish. So ETH's at a very pivotal point in time. ETH versus Bitcoin, we've been strong for a while. Whether we're flagging now, preparing to make a big move, who knows? Who knows? But we're bouncing and we're pushing up, and that's interesting. It's very interesting. We've got momentum. Now, XRP. Oh my goodness. If you ever wanted the investment of a lifetime, it's XRP. In fact, I might go and buy some more right here, right now. Okay? Pretty much the same as everything else. So guys, that'll do it. Thank you for watching. I will be back. Point of this channel is to document the fourth industrial revolution and the change to the digital economy. We can sit back, look at the weekly charts, and understand what's happening. You just seen that. And then we can zoom into the daily, position ourselves accordingly, and take advantage of the swings and the trends. And that's what I've aimed to do. Built my strategy to do just that. And if you want to follow me, play along, learn how to do it all, you can, with the links provided for you in the description below. All I require is you click them after smashing this like button. And I will see you, not sure when, but soon. Guys, thank you very much. I'm the BiznessPres. Bye.